How you doing? This topic's going to be on workstation versus consumer graphic cards, because often workstation graphic cards used in workstation computers are often 3 to 4 times the amount what you find on the consumer version, even for the ones for gaming. And so I'm going to kind of break it down, the differences between the two. Now on the let me kind of split what both uses these are targeted for. Now, workstation graphic cards are going to be optimized for use in professional grade software that people use to make a living with. Give you an example: CAD, special effects industry, 3D, financial market, scientific, and video editing, for instance, where consumer is for everyday use, and most notably some of the higher performance ones for gaming, for high frames per second at high resolutions. Now, a lot of people are saying that these workstation graphics or the GPUs in particular are the same ones that are used in the consumer version. Now, myself, I've been trying to find some more information on this, which is very hard. I finally found some reputable information, and most notably this one comes from based on this article, AMD, which actually bought out ATI graphic cards. So it's AMD's senior marketing manager, Alexis Mather, and that's the person that was interviewed over this. Now, and I'm going to read you this blurb from the article. Based on the GPU. These questions are understandable given that GPUs like the ATI Radeon HT 4870 and the ATI FirePro 8750 appear to have the same GPU, RV770, in hardware configuration, but Alexis explained that there are several significant but unapparent hardware level differences. First and foremost, graphic GPUs are different from the desktop GPUs at the ASIC and board level. If you were to place a workstation GPU in the equivalent consumer grade board, the card would exhibit a different behavior. In other words, the GPU dies are simply not interchangeable. So that's kind of one of the biggest things that I found on. The chips are not exactly the same, they are different. And that's inside the GPU chip itself, and the boards, the PC board itself that the chip is attached to. And there's some other differences as well, where the workstation graphic cards, the video RAM is ECC, or error correction code, especially for scientific use. So if there's any errors in that, then it will prevent it from using the wrong data. Okay, a lot of other things too. One thing is the drivers. Workstation drivers do in fact receive a significant higher amount of developmental time and resources. So the developers are going to be more highly developed for workstation versus consumer version. And one of the biggest, I think, pet peeves for a lot of people is the price. People are wondering why these workstation graphic cards are 3 to 4 times the amount that a consumer version would be. And the reason behind that is these workstation graphic cards have to be certified for most of the professional software out there. Because if you're doing this for a living, making money, you want to be guaranteed that a certain graphic card will work without any problems with the type of professional software you are using. But that costs a lot of time and money. They have to hire extra people to test each software package. They got to do a data dump, OpenGL, OpenCL, make sure the stability is there and it works with each and every software package. It's got to be reliable. And so if that professional grade software gets an update or an upgrade, and to add new features, faster performance, and so on, they got to go back and check everything all over again. So as you can see, this is really going to up the price on the card itself. So it's not necessarily the hardware that's costing more money, but the higher level of support for each workstation graphic card. So I kind of wanted to give some of the reasons why workstation graphic cards cost a lot more.